Hey guys, it's Julia from Dormco here in Austin, Texas. It is an awesome day outside. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how awesome this is. So today, speaking of Austin, we have a pretty cool video because we're going to be talking about some common myths associated with attending a huge school. Now, there's a lot of stigma around going to big schools, and I myself was super nervous. I was kept up late at night all the time thinking about whether I'd fit in at a big school, whether the culture was right for me, and if I was even making the right choice by going to one of these huge universities. But I think this video will change your mind if you're considering going to a big city school or anything along those lines. So let's get started. Number one common myth I hear is that you're just a number at big schools. And this can be true and not true in a lot of different ways, but for the most part, I have noticed that I've actually felt much more like myself at a big school. Yeah, when you're taking tests, you usually find yourself getting used to writing down your ID number on a piece of paper rather than your actual name, but there's a lot of good things to this too. I have actually found a lot of opportunities because it's such a big school that there has to be a wide variety of options. So I'm at UT Austin right now, so hook 'em, but there are so many opportunities for me here. I think we have over 1,000 student organizations, and a big school can be anywhere from like 20,000 people upwards. I don't think there's any specific number that constitutes like what a big campus is per se, but definitely there are a ton of huge schools that are in this ballpark. Myth number two is that you won't get to know your professors. Again, you can put a huge red line through this one because I feel like big schools know this. They know that they have huge classrooms and they want you to feel connected with your professors. Your professors are going to be huge network resources to getting to know other people or cool opportunities that are out there, so definitely talk to them. I have been able to have a lot of my professors know me by my first and last name, even in these huge classrooms of 300 people, just because I take the time after class to sit down and chat with them, even if it's for 2 or 3 minutes. Also, I feel like big universities know that they have really big classrooms, so office hours, TAs, student instructors, tutors, all of these people become fantastic resources, and I think much more user-friendly in a sense, in terms of being able to ask them questions when you have them. Number three is everyone parties 24/7, and I am here to say it is not like that. Yes, big schools tend to have a party culture. They tend to be more oriented towards these things because there are so many more communities of people. If you're at a small school, there are typically less communities and segments like that. So the fact that you are in a big school means that you have a lot more people to interact with, and I think that's what fuels this kind of stigma of party culture or so at big universities. I think if anything, there are a lot of even big state schools that have tons of recognition. They're on top 10 lists for their majors and programs and such, and a lot of people forget this just because of the stigma that's around them. Students are interested in developing and socially and getting to know people, but they're also hugely oriented, I feel like, towards succeeding in their classes because they know that they have opportunities in both realms. Number four is that you'll never get a college experience without being in a college town. I am again here to cross that one off the list because everyone's college experience is different. I feel that there is supposed to be like a universal college experience, and that's something that a lot of people push for, even when you're deciding which school you want to attend. But that's the thing. Big city colleges have their own set of college experiences, and in comparison to people who went to a college town for school, there is a difference, of course, but that's something that comes down to your actual decision and whether you want to be in a small town. There are also a lot of other opportunities in a sense when you're in a big city because you're not restrained by just the things that college lets you do. You suddenly have every opportunity in the world. In terms of actual college experience, you're interacting with so many more people at a big school that it almost seems irresistible to just want to go to one of those. And last one is number 5, and that is that you can't be connected with people. I understand where this comes from. At a big school, it's not easy to just find a group of people and latch onto, but that's the beauty of it too. You gather a lot of independence in going to a big school, and it's so easy to actually find a community as long as you take the time out to do it. At big schools, I feel like it's very easy to walk in and become polarized just by how many people there are, and the fact that you're walking to your classes and you don't recognize most of the faces that pass by you. But that's the thing, these are all chances to get to know people, and I have found through a lot of the student organizations that I'm a part of that I've been able to make really valuable connections and just get to know people super well and on a totally personal scale. On that note, those are just a few of my personal experiences in going to a huge city school. I would love to hear y'all's feedback and know about what your experiences with big schools are. I would love to hear all about it, so please comment down below if you want to share your personal experiences. I'll be reading through all of them, and I am so excited to see you guys in the next Dormco video. Bye!